Assalamualaikum, good morning to my fellow friends and Mr. Azharuddin. Today I want to present about culture and heritage, and my group is from group A. By the way, before we start a presentation, my name is Muhammad Ikram bin Husin and my metric number is 14-F 20F 2063. Okay, we go to next slide. Thank you. Okay, we continue. Into introduction about culture and heritage. Culture and heritage tourism refer to everything that include the activities and customs associated with the tangible and intangible heritage. Point number 2 is culture and heritage tourism plays a critical role in building the visitor economy and goes even beyond that. Okay, the last one is the legacy of physical artifacts and intangible attributes of a group or society that's inherent from past generation. Okay, the next slide is type of heritage. There is 3 type of heritage. Firstly, culture properties. Second one is intangible culture. The last one is natural heritage. Okay, we continue about the point. Culture property include the physical or tangible cultural heritage, such as artwork. They are generally split into 2 group of movable and immovable heritage. Second one is intangible culture. Intangible culture heritage consists of non-physical aspects of a particular culture, more than maintained by social custom during a specific period in history. Okay, the last one is natural heritage. Natural heritage is also an important part of a society's heritage, encompassing the country and natural environment, including flora and fauna, scientifically known as biodiversity, as well as geological element, scientifically known as geodiversity. Okay, we continue to the next slide. Okay, this is a list of tangible heritage. Firstly is archaeological site, historical place, historical trail, historical site, and the last one heritage village. Okay, this is a list and intangible heritage. The first one is heritage hobbies and sports, camping in springtime, craft and handicraft, dessert popular quiz. Okay, the next slide is
Okay, so now is World Heritage Sites in Malaysia. At map, you can see the Georgetown in the Penang, Pulau Pinang, the Lenggong at the Perak, Malacca City at the Melaka. So at Sabah and Sarawak, the Gunung Mulu National Park in the Sarawak place, and lastly Kinabalu Park at the Sabah. Okay, so that's all is the World Heritage Sites in Malaysia maps. Okay, now I will continue. So World Heritage Sites in Malaysia, the first place is Melaka and Georgetown Historic Cities of the Straits of Malacca 2008. The second place is Kinabalu Park 2000, and the lastly is National Park at 2014. So this is World Heritage Sites in Malaysia. So now is tangible and intangible for cultural heritage. The tangible cultural heritage refers to physical artifacts produced, maintained, and transmitted intergenerationally in a society. It includes artistic creations, built heritage such as buildings and monuments, and other physical or tangible products of human creativity that are invest with cultural significance in a society. Okay, so now is intangible cultural heritage. Uh, the 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 cultural heritage does not end at monuments and collections of objects. It also includes traditions or living expressions inherited from our ancestors and passed on to our descendants, uh, such as oral traditions, performing arts, social practice, rituals, festive events, knowledge and practice concerning nature and universe, on the knowledge and skills to produce traditional crafts. Okay, so the job position at a museum interpreter. Museum interpreter job purpose, the mass interpreter will is first greet visitors. The second is staff front desk, and the thirdly is facilitate ticket sales. And the lastly is assist with crowd control while also answering phones and assisting with administrative tasks as needed. So this position as museum interpreter will be to host several guide tours daily in rotation with other staff members. This position reports directly to the visitors' experience and interpretive staff manager. So the museum interpreter is required to attend all staff meetings and additional meetings as determined by the president and CEO. Okay. Qualification of museum interpreter. First, you must minimum 2 years customer service experience for at your place work. Second, minimum 2 years cash handling experience. Same, you want minimum 2 years experience. And third, process excellence customers relation skills with a friendly nature. So you must excellent customer relation skills. This is a point if you want go work of museum interpreter. And four, able to communicate effectively with a diverse group of people. You have must able to communicate effectively with other people. And lastly, able to handle stressful situation in a calm and professional manner. You must professional to handle this any situation at your work. So that's all from me. I will pass with my friend to continue this slide presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurudaya Atira binti Hasi. I'm a mentor number F40-20F 2010. I will talk about the culture, which is art and culture manager. The purpose of the qualification is a work with staff and the community as an advocate for art and culture implementation of country art and culture strategic plan. Reporting directly to a deputy country manager. The art and culture manager will deepen the tourist division and other country division, executing partnership and pioneer new enterprise, collaboration with a community group, non-profit, school and private industry, financial and culture organisation across the country, region and nationally. First one, I will talk about the challenge. The first one is financial support for the government or private sector. Most of the government and private sector do not want to support culture and heritage program because of they don't think culture and heritage can make a profit for them. The second one is training and development. Most of the employer do not have a proper training about the culture. The third one is continuous human resource. Most of our current generation or our next generation do not have the knowledge about the culture and heritage, so we must to introduce to them about the place that have a culture and heritage or knowledge about culture and heritage. The fourth one is improve language knowledge among the community employer, because of some of people that come to our country is from another country such as Italian, Korea, Japan. So we must have a knowledge about another language. The next one is story sector in the region. Such as in Malaysia, we don't have a lot of culture and heritage place. So that because of that, in Malaysia, tourist sector in the culture and heritage not in development. The last one is strengthening network and transportation system in the region. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and good morning to Sir Zahar, to all my friends. I hope you all in a good condition. Stay safe. Okay, so I would like to share. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Haikal Hanafi bin Zakaria. My metric number is 14-20F 2044. So I would like to share about activity. So what we have there is in the slide is activity. What we can do is travel custom, tradition and norms. Next, we can authentic Arabic coffee and traditional method of preparing it. So when we do a traditional method, we know the history how to make a coffee. Third is we can serve a popular cuisine in the desert. Next is conventional medicine. Next, traditional costume and ornaments. And lastly, heritage and folk arts. So we go to the next slide. Entrepreneurship. Okay, what we know about entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is something about what we can do, like a business. Entrepreneurship relate to the business actually. So this point like handicraft. Example handicraft we can do is we can sell to tourists, to them, like example like Chris. We do Chris in the kitchen size. We can give them, so they are know about Chris, so they know they in Malaysia, and silat is related to Malacca. Also Malacca have a lot of story. actually history. So next is dancing. What we can relate about dancing? Okay, dancing, like we can do a competition dancing, such as dancing can tell us about history, can tell us about storyline about something race or the others, like Sabah. They have a dancing name like Tarian Kadazan, Tarian Dusun. That's dancing would like to share about history. Next is entrepreneurship. What we can have is martial art. We can do a martial art. We can teach everyone martial art. We can do a competition martial art. Like we know martial art. Example, martial art like silat. Silat relate from race Melayu. So tourists know this martial art silat, they are come from Melayu. The next example what can I give is Kung Fu. Kung Fu is come from the race of China, because of only the China have a Kung Fu martial art. So next is food. Food, we can open a restaurant lah. Example like me, I want do a business, so I open a restaurant. I will serve a traditional food, so tourists know. Example, tourists come to our restaurant, to my restaurant, and then they want a traditional food, so I will give them traditional food like asam pedas. It's mean asam pedas relate in traditional food at Melaka, so they know about history and knowledge about history. So we go next slide is a conclusion. The conclusion what I have here is the tourism industry is one of the main source of the country economy. So to attract tourists to our country, we should highlight our custom for them to know the value of a country, nation. So when we promote about our country, like Malaysia have a many history, we promote to them, and them would like to know and learn the culture. So they maybe they will attract some tourists come to Malaysia, and of course when them come to Malaysia, the economy Malaysia can grow up. So that's it from me. Thanks for listen and watching. Thank you for stay tuned. So that's it from me. Stay safe guys, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We see you again. Bye bye.